Hey guys, my name is Kobla, and I have over there set up a MacBook Pro 15-inch late 2013, the higher end version with the NVIDIA card, the NVIDIA 550M, and this is actually trying to answer two different questions, one that is less important than the other. And the first, which is less important, is how does the MacBook Pro look like when all of its ports are used up? So this is essentially how it looks like. I set this up last night when I moved my HD screen into my room, and here what we have is the MacBook Pro sitting in the middle of two more or less standard definition monitors, and on top of that is a Vizio HD TV. So as far as displays go, that's as many displays as you can hook up to your MacBook Pro, at least directly. I think this is only what's possible. If you take a closer look, I also have there a pair of speakers, a pair of Logitech speakers, and basically on the left side you can see that all of the ports are used up, but I'll just focus there so you see how it's like. So you have your audio jack, which is where I connect my speakers, and then I have one USB port, and this is where I connect my my backup drive, my Time Machine backup drive. And then you have two display ports, two Thunderbolt ports, and I have hooked onto both of those display adapters, one DVI display and the other VGA. And of course you have my MagSafe 2 power cord, which is hooked up to the MagSafe port. On the right side we have my SD card adapter, which normally would take my SD card, but my SD card is in my phone and I'm not going to take it out because I'm recording this video on it. And we have my HDMI cable, which runs from my HD screen, and then you have the cable to my two large 3.5-inch drives, which sit inside a dock, well, behind the Mac. My backup drive also sits behind the dock. It's a little bit dusty back there. It's dusty up here. And so that's about it. And once you have all of this set up properly and then you start up your Mac, you can be sure that all your screens would show up in glorious splendor, and you can actually find many users for this setup. Well, creative pros would often do it, two, sometimes normally just one extra screen, but normally I would use two when I'm developing. I preview on one, I code on the other, and I view the logs on one. The HD screen really would be just for entertainment and things like that, but on the whole I think it's a pretty decent setup if you want a bit of entertainment to go with your MacBook Pro 15-inch investment. So yeah, there you have it. For those of you who've been asking if it's possible to hook up to 3 displays to your MacBook Pro, which is actually the second question, it's possible, as you can see here. No gimmicks. I actually showed you all of the ports and how they were used by the different cables. Instead of using one VGA and one DVI, you can actually just use two DVIs or two VGAs, or whichever one you choose. You can even use an HDMI adapter to connect an extra HD screen if you want to. I have one here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, but this essentially would enable you to connect an HD screen. So if you have 2 HD screens, you still can connect them. If you have 3 HD screens, you still can connect them to your MacBook Pro. So yeah, you can go try it out yourself and give me some feedback as to how well the setup worked. I did notice one thing about the HD screen though. I had to use the side port for it to work. When I used the bottom port, I kept on restarting the computer. Although I still actually use the bottom port now to hook up my phone if I want to game in HD from my phone. So yeah, that's it. My name is Koblan Yomi and I am signing off. Thank you.